Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Lulu Beauty here, and today what I'm gonna be doing is just pretty much, this was supposed to be an everyday look, but we don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. It just went all the way up. I don't know what. Like, you would be like, this is not everyday, but I can assure you, before we started wearing masks and everything, this was literally my everyday. But I have a few gems that you guys want to pick up. But if you are interested in getting this look, keep on watching. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be recording my everyday routine. Something I do when I'm at work or if I'm running errands. When I say it's at the same level, I'm not sure, but I was going to do a medium. Like my medium everyday look. So let's get started. So in this part, I'm going to be speeding through my brows, but at least you guys can see what I'm doing. So perfect. I'm going to start off with the all-nighter primer. I've really been loving this primer because it literally keeps me matte. It helps control my oil a lot, so I definitely love this primer. It has been my go-to because it really truly works all the time. I do a little bit of corrector as well. I don't do it all the time, but I try to like put a little bit of corrector on my everyday, but not always. So, but today I'm gonna do it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and set in my most oily areas with the KVD setting powder. This is one of my go-tos outside of the Hourglass, and I just love it on my skin. It doesn't give me any flashback at all. So I'm just putting it through my T-zone here. And this is where I get the most shiny. And especially over here, this is where like my product moves a lot. Keep that going. Pumpkin. I know in my previous videos I've been using it. Pumpkin Jam. I'm officially a pumpkin fan with the Bright Fix concealers because it just does the job. So I'm going to be doing it around my mouth. And definitely right where my eye kind of folds out a little bit. Just gonna do it right up in that area. Yep, that works. I'm gonna go in with my concealer, my Hourglass concealer. I'm gonna just be using Flax, my go-to, and I'm going to be letting it sit for a while. So my nose, center my eye there, create the lips here on my chin, and then I'm going to go in with Maple to kind of put it elsewhere, like right around here. I like these concealers because they stay on. They stay on for like forever, actually. And I love the coverage that it gives. I know this is something you guys probably don't see very often, but it works for me. It definitely works for me. And I've been switching up my routine on how I do my makeup just because I want a more clean look, and I've been seeing a huge huge difference, and I've been really liking it. I'm gonna go in with my contour in Truffle in the Fenty Beauty Match Sticks, and I'm gonna go a little bit above and I'm gonna pull up. So again, a little bit above and pull up, contour my chin. And I know you guys are probably like, we do this like every day, but ideally, yeah, not every day, but for the most part, yeah. So I've been doing, guys, it is like 1 o'clock in the morning and I wasn't feeling good today because I got my second dose of the shot and on Monday, and I'm recording this on Wednesday, I guess, Wednesday morning. Anyway, and it completely took me out the whole day. I was in my bed. I don't know what's going on. I was super tired. Supposed to record this. I was like, so over myself. I wasn't feeling it at all. That second shot took me out, and I was also really tired, and I'm just putting a little bit of the base on my eyes. I'm using the concealer in Maple on my eyes because I'm gonna do a little bit of shadow today. But yeah, I was completely exhausted, so I'm sorry if my energy is down, but I really like recording, and I was like, it's gonna change my mood, and it really is changing my mood already. But I was just saying that because it was a car passing by and it was playing this loud ass music, and I'm like, bruh, it's like fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You tripping? So don't know but whatever. Yes, so I'm gonna do that. I let it sit for a little bit. I did pull out my eyeshadow today, and I'm gonna probably be doing the Jackie Aina eyeshadow palette because I like it and love it. So I'm gonna actually be using the foundation today. I'll be using the Good Apple in 68 all over to blend out. It's well, not what I say is my go-to now. It's one of my go-tos. I like how it looks with this new my everyday new look that I'm doing. Taking very little, and I'm just like softly blending right in this top area. I'm not touching my eye area first, like right underneath my eye yet, because I'm gonna do a smaller sponge, but I want to kind of blend out this area as much as possible around through my T-zone. And what I've learned too, it just wears a little bit longer when I do this technique as well. And with the Good Apple, a little bit goes a long way. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's too much, but literally if you use a little bit and you just build like what I'm doing here, I'm taking a little bit and just building it out, it's ideal. And again, I'm an oily skin type, so anybody can do this. I am definitely going back in with my setting spray. I know that sounds ridiculous, but we're looking for longevity. You feel me? So just blending it out and really just taking my time too. I feel sometimes foundations, I try to rush it, but you know, you want to be as detailed as possible. So like taking a little bit of extra time with it is ideal. Making sure like it's all blended out, you're covering exactly what you want to cover. But look at that, that looks pretty good. And I like it when it's a little bit more stiff because it's not so greasy and it's not going all over the place. So I do like that. And I'm really literally just like pressing as much as I can on my skin. Going for the forehead, blending out the forehead as much as I can. Just blending it out. And I'm using my Real Technique sponge. I've really been taking a liking to the sponges that they had. I was a kind of beauty blender girl, like just buying beauty blenders and branded like beauty blenders. But like not saying that Real Techniques is not a branded beauty blender, but it's just a lot better. More cost effective too, because I'm like, if I'm doing my makeup like all the fucking time, that shit is expensive. I mean, let's just call a spade, you know? So I'm gonna go in with some concealer. Again, over it. So I'm doing this the last part, and you see how I haven't blended out my contour yet, because there is a method to my madness. So just blending out my concealer. It's like a more cleaner, fresher look when I do that. And I'm literally just blending it all the way out. And I do want my nose to be contoured a little bit, so I'm going in lighter on that side. Now going back with the on the other side, and what you can see is that the pumpkin is like is completely gone. And that's why I've been really liking it, because what I've noticed, like sometimes the pumpkin, like when I blend it out, like first with just the concealer and without the foundation, I can still see it a little bit. And I don't know, like, comment below, let me know if you guys see that too when you're doing your makeup, like especially when you use correctors, like you're deterred to use correctors because you feel like you could see them still. This is a technique I've been doing, and I'm like, oh, I like it like that. It just looks better, you know? So just blending out my Cupid's bow, making sure my nose is where I want it to be, because I am definitely contouring my nose today. Now I'm gonna set again. I know, ridiculous. I know. Like, girl, you gonna finish your setting spray? I will, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go back in, and I'm doing a upward motion, blending upward for my contour, because I want it to be essentially kind of soft, you know what I mean? So I'm going up there and I'm just gonna blend it out. Same thing here. And it's almost like I'm kind of like, I want to say beating my face up a little bit, I guess. But I'm just like softly blending it out a little bit. And that's why I kind of wanted to leave it for last, because the matchsticks are cream to powder. And I've learned, like, when you let them sit for a little while, they look even better. Just let them sit for some. And then I'm taking the other side of my sponge and just blending it all out. Like so. Yeah, I'm loving this. I'm gonna keep my nose, keep it focused right up in here, like so. Now I'm gonna switch up a little bit. I'm gonna be using a setting powder. I know you guys seen me use this before, but I'm just gonna set right underneath my eyes. I am gonna use a sponge. And this is probably something I tried the other day, but I did a little bit of recording for my podcast, and I really liked how it looked right underneath my eye with the sponge application, and still going on top with another setting powder. So I'm gonna do that. I'm using 350 right underneath my eye. And I know sometimes, like when I first did it, I was like, is it too dark? But for like a natural look, I do like it. So you see from this side to this side. Takes a little bit of the shine, of course, down. I typically don't want to shine in that area anyway. And again, I'm using a Real Techniques sponge. And I just love how that powder looks underneath the eye. Just looks perfect. It kind of settles it down. And then I go back in with the banana setting powder. And I take a little sponge and I set underneath my eye. And it's like perfect. It's going to be like awesome. And I also use it to kind of contour my nose as well. And you see, I'm only focusing it right down in here. I'm not looking to apply so much powder like throughout like I was doing last time. I really want to focus the lightness like through the center of the face. So that's why I'm really just focusing on a lot of it through here, like straight down, like right up in here. So just like so, try to do that, you know, like more like a strategic setting, if you will, like super strategic setting with purpose. Not just like just putting powder anywhere. You're literally setting with purpose and like being tactful on like what your look is gonna be. So I'm taking my little brush here, it's a Marc Jacob brush, and I'm just literally just cleaning up the contour a little bit. Oh no, contour is okay. I think I'm gonna like it more when I go back in with my powder. Okay, so let's dust this off. Perfect. Like a nice soft, it's like it creates like a soft filter like right through here, which I really like. So when I'm like taking photos and things like that, it just looks very seamless and nice. I'm gonna set again. Really like just kind of dust it and buff it out, which is cool. I kind of want to clean up my nose some more, so I am going to use my MAC brush along with, you know what, I'm going to do my KBD Shade and Light contour. So I'm going to use Subconscious on my nose, which is a darker shade here. It's like this one and then a lighter one. I do like to use the lighter underneath the eye at times. I might do that. Let's see how I feel, but I'm just gonna take a little bit and just do a soft outline for my nose. So I like to typically angle my mirror here down, like so I'm looking down at it, so I can really naturally see the contours of my nose a little bit, or at least see where I'm trying to do better opposed to when I'm looking straight ahead. And this is just something that I've learned recently for myself, just to kind of give me a little bit more detail, so when I lift up it kind of works out, because it's the angles. You want to see the angles, baby. I want you to be able to see this fierceness from every angle. You feel me? So just kind of doing a little bit there, because I want my bridge to bridge to be a little bit, and I want it to come out some. So I'm kind of like those scary like contour nose girls. Like I don't want to fully commit, because I feel like your nose can literally change your entire face. Like you're showing up a different person. You contour your nose too much, you a new girl. You don't even, who are you? Like, so I try to be very soft with it, because I just don't want to be that girl. I really don't. And I tend to blend my contour into my eyebrows to kind of create that more defined, tailored, clean look. So I like that. I'll keep it and just clean it up. And you're like, girl, that's an everyday look. I just unfolded it to something else. I don't even know. I'm like, who is this girl? I don't know. I'm tripping out. So I'm going to start off with the Jackie Aina palette for my eyeshadow today. I'm going to go with starting off with Pinker. Start off with Pinker in my outer crease. I haven't used this palette very often. I'm going to change my brush. I haven't used this palette very often. I only used it on my best friend, and the pigments have been great, because I don't really do too much eyeshadow at times. I literally put bronzer in my eye. A lift is always necessary. I'm just doing a little bit here on the outer and blending out a bit softly. I'm not doing the windshield wiper. I don't think anyone does that anymore, but for those who do, it's fine. And I'm using this stiffer brush because it's picking up more pigment, and I'm just blending it out with another brush. But I like how it picks up the pigment, but it doesn't blend very well. And ginger is this like brownish shade right here. You guys see it? Move it right here towards the end. And I typically blend this shade into my brow bone, like the beginning of my brow, a little bit. Now that's a technique I learned by Nikki Tutorial. That was one of the tips she gave, was that she'll blend the shadow into her brow bone, and I thought that was beautiful. And since I started doing that, I was like, you see such a difference. You see like more of a like, whoa. Do my lid now, and cream, which is like a pinkish shade, and I think the shade is so cute and so beautiful, but I wanted to try it. I've never tried it before, so here goes it. Here goes it. I'm using my MAC brush in 239, and I'm just gonna use it right here in the lid. I have an idea to do like a little bit of a prism like color on top, so I'm gonna do that. See how that works out. And I love this brush because it's small and it gives you like precision, where you can actually put, it fits your lid. You know how you get those lid brushes and them shits is huge? You're like, is this a lid brush? I'm not sure. And I like how much pigment it picks up, even though I would suggest you like dust it off a little bit. I love the pigment that it picks up a lot. Now I'm going to switch over my brush here, and I'm going to take a little bit of Trust Issues, which is like a pearlized shade here, and I'm going to put it in my tear duct on top of the Supreme. Yeah. Especially when we're wearing masks. I like to do a little bit more on the eye since we've been wearing masks. I think it's like really pretty with the pinker shadow. Well, not pinker, but with Supreme on the lid. I like that. So now I'm going to go in with the Fly Liner by Fenty Beauty. Keep that going. And I just finish up towards the the front of the eye last. I'm gonna use my little Milk mascara on the lower lash. I like to get the mini mascaras for the bottom lashes. I think it's just easier. The brush is obviously smaller because it's a mini. And I like how it kind of just gives it a little bit of the detail. Typically like to do these because I feel like when I'm doing strips, I'm like a strip girl every day. I want to be wearing strips every day. Opposed to when I have like the natural, like when I already have my lashes, it's like, all right, Laura, you have to chill a second. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. Got a little mascara. I'm gonna let that thing dry so I can take it off. Yeah. So you guys already know I'm obsessed with this, so I'm definitely gonna be using my blush here. Create that lift. Yes, I'm looking like a whole thing. Yes, y'all. I want to put a little black liner underneath my eye so it can be looking good. Fly Pencil by Fenty Beauty, of course. That black eyeliner just did it for me. Like, that just did it for me. Like, I'm looking like a straight joint. That eyeliner just was like, but of course, sis. But of course, you're a joint. What? Sometimes you gotta be your own hype man. I'm telling you. So I'm feeling like doing a nudish kind of color, like lingerie, NYX lingerie, in baby doll. Top a little bit. So this is the look here. I know you guys are like, where's the highlighter at? I don't know. So let me I'm just keeping it a buck. The too shimmery, I can't do the too shimmery anymore. Like the too shimmery highlight. No ma'am. So I'm gonna be doing the Hourglass. I know, boring, and Radiant Light. I just like it. I feel like it's just enough. It's not too shimmery. It's not like overcoming me. I feel like I've been feeling overcame by the highlighter. I feel like it's just been doing too much. Like I want it to look like skin. I want it to just light up when the sun hit. I don't want you to see my highlighter as soon as I walk through the door. Like, I ain't going outside. Like, you know, I ain't going to no club or nothing. But so guys, that completes my video. This is my my attempted everyday look. It just turned up. Like, it went all the way up. I do not do this every day. But if you're working in an environment and you want to do your eyes, but keep it natural, but be cute, but then you want to be able to go out, this is the look. Guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys later. Bye.